Everybody, welcome back to Industry Influencers. We are so excited to bring along Darlene Stark. She is a super talented entrepreneur and just want to learn a whole lot from her today. So thank you for being on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it, Trey.
Well, thank you. Yeah, super honored to bring in experienced people and people that share the same heart to give back to our audience. So thank you for also sharing that heart. So I want to learn a little bit about your experience as well as who you're with currently and what you do as well. But we were talking just before the cameras start rolling that you used to be in the market industry. Isn't that correct? You used to run a market, rug.
Carpet and decorating studio.
Gotcha.
Carpet and design studio over on the west side of Fort Worth.
Gotcha. So what kind of prompted the transition, and then how was that working out?
Oh, I decorated a home for a lady that was in direct sales, and she looked like she was having a whole lot more fun than I was. She was out and about gathering her customers and her team, and I was locked in a store from 7:30 in the morning driving a forklift for the carpet layers until 5:30 in the evening, and then I would go out and measure and figure homes, and back then I wore stiletto heels and skirts, and you'd walk through houses with sawdust and sheetrock dust everywhere, and it just wasn't a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, and I had 7 crews of men that were working with me, for me, and I got really burnt out, and I wasn't making any money. I mean, I had debt and overhead, and the overhead, I had $5,000 a month that had to be paid before I could even buy me a bottle of water or Coke or a cup of coffee, you know.
Wow.
So I saw another way that was better, that has less overhead, and where you're free to move about.
And that was this way.
Yes, that's this way, and I love it.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about what you do now.
Okay, well, I'm in a company, Hernandez Global, and I've been in the company 8 years, and I tag myself as a youthful aging coach. Our products are all geared around the youth enhancement system. Everything that either slows down the aging process or reverses it. And we have products, our company brings out unique products to help with that at the cellular level. We have a couple of topical products, but everything else works at the cellular level. Okay. And we're in 141 countries, and not only do you need multiple streams of income now, you need it from multiple countries, because you never know whose economy is going to be good and whose isn't.
That's true. That's very true. Well, I was talking to Darlene, and one of the things that we had over our conversation was that her strength came from the strength of her team. Because there's just a whole bunch of different ways in which, yes, you have your own strengths, but we all have our strengths and weaknesses. So let's strengthen our brand, let's strengthen what we do by bringing in people that help to balance that. So how is it working with the team? I mean, like, what was kind of your mind, like, tell me a little bit about the team building process.
The team building process, I do that many different ways. One way is one-on-ones, just to get acquainted with them, find out what their needs are. Some people really don't want to be a part of a team. They don't want to do the business, but they make wonderful customers. So in essence, they're a part of that team too. And then there are people that really, they get the vision, they see it, they want something else, they're looking for something, and ours is a great business to start part-time with what they're doing, and then they can work it into full-time.
Okay. Because I know that, like, one of the things that we've talked about, even over a phone, was social media.
Right.
You know, and how it's important to have different avenues in which you reach out to people. And with your business, you found excellent business partners that in each avenue have excelled, and you latched onto them. You're like, hey, you should be a part of my team. And now because of that, your brand and your business has become stronger because of that.
Absolutely. And it's not always about the people you sell to or you recruit. it's a lot of it's about letting go of the things you don't really like to do and finding someone who's very capable and qualified and bringing them on board is another part of the team that you're paying to do things for you. I mean, Ann Small helps me with a lot of my social media because I'm just really not good at it. But I have other things I'm very good at.
You're great at this, though, right? You're here today and you have a conversation, right? That's what you excel in, is the conversation part.
And loving my people and helping them get started with their business. And, you know, there's just so many hours in a day. Yeah. And I believe you may think you can do it all, but you won't have any fun doing it all. You need
it's a lot of work.
You need to let go with some of that. And I'm a wife, a mom, a grandmother, a great grandmother, and we've got a lot of family, and I love to be with them too. So it can't be all work all the time.
Well, you get to a spot where, because it's so much, you just physically cannot be there and still be there for your family, get the rest that you need.
Right.
And so you're having to find ways when you can delegate and, like you said, trust people with the parts that either you want to help strengthen or that you just can't do anymore. You know, what I found with my company is that I can't always be 100% present with every engagement, with every editing project, just with my load right now. Like, you need people that believe in the mission, believe in the people to really strengthen your brand. But I think in part of our conversation, it was getting to that spot where you can trust other people with parts of your brand, because that's your baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes you get to that spot, though, by falling on your face a few times. And
hopefully that never happens to people, but right?
Well, I hope it doesn't. I hope they're smarter than I was. But I grew up with a mom that said, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's not always true. I mean, that's the way she felt, but that wasn't always true. And that, of course, she was back before internet and social media and all those things. So it's just been wonderful for me to have someone on the team that can help me and guide me and coach me along, because I still do a lot of it. She doesn't do all of it, but she's my coach too. And then I've also have another coach, Stevie Dawn, Dr. Stevie is coaching me as well. And it's great to have those people to bounce things off of and help you.
That's a good point.
And then I train my people when they come in. I want to train them to duplicate and do what I do, you know, talk to people and share the business with other people and the products. And so that's a form of duplication, of delegation as well.
That's true. Well, I think the key of that is there's freedom and fighting through the process of the trust and supporting and mentoring other people. There's freedom in delegating and that trust and building that room for your growth and to have that flexibility within your own schedule. But it takes those steps of faith. You know, it takes that mentorship and that empowerment of other people to get to that spot.
You've used the word trust a couple of times.
Am I overusing it? I'm sorry.
No. I read a book the first of the year. I picked up a book that it was called One Word, and is the title of the book. And in it, you choose one word to use all year. And I was in the car with the moonroof back when I was asking God, what is my word for the year? And it's trust. And that was a biggie for me. And I knew it was from God because I certainly wouldn't have chose that word.
Could we have chosen a different word?
I think I said that a time or two.
Really?
Are you sure?
Yeah. I need confirmation. Need confirmation. Bring it.
But it's been huge. It's been such a great word, because anytime I begin to have doubts or fears, I say, okay, this is where trust comes in.
Yeah.
And so it's been very helpful. So thanks for reminding me of that little story.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you need to have trust with the people you work with. You know, you need to have trust with those relationships. So like your family, you know, you're building that.
They're closer than some family a lot of times. I mean, you're together more.
You're right. You're right. So it's having that, and I just had Bill Wallace on last week, and we just talked about how his networking group was really all about strengthening that family of people that you just want to be there to support one another. And I think it's the same with this too.
Right.
Well,
in our business, what Janess has created that I'm so proud of and so grateful for is you used the word family, and we do go by J Family, and we're like, instead of this line or this group or that group, we're all like cousins, you know. I mean, we help each other whether we're in the same particular group or sponsor or not. So that's really cool.
I can relate to my family personally. I feel like I have a cousin in every industry. I tell you what, my family's gonna watch this, but no, you're wrong. But my grandparents on my dad's side, one was one of 7, one was one of 11, and with my great grandparents alive, you know, on both sides, I have both of them on one side and one on the other side. We get family together, and you just have a whole bunch of people, and it's like, what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
And you can call on your family to support one another.
Right.
Because, anyway, that's
the way my family was when I was your age. My mother was the baby of 9, and my dad was the second oldest of 8. So it was crazy.
Dang.
Yeah. And I still have cousin reunions. I got tired of just meeting people at funerals, so I said, we need to have a cousin reunion every couple of years.
That's right. Celebrate some happy celebratory moments. Well, Darlene, I think part of the conversation was, since we're about empowering entrepreneurs, what are some key thoughts of maybe 3 points that you want to give to entrepreneurs that are watching today?
Well, be yourself, be real, be authentic, and learn about the other people. Really listen to who they are and where they're coming from. Everybody's had some kind of issue or challenge, and just listen and see who they really are. And when you allow them to be real and be authentic with you, they'll bloom. They'll just open up, and you'll create a loyalty and a trust that if you just go in and it's all about your business and what you want, it's just not going to work. So it's so important to really care about people and listen to them. May take a little longer, but it'll be a far deeper relationship.
Well, I think there's a lot of wisdom in that, so thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you. You're very welcome.
Well, thank you, Trey Group, for being our location sponsor. If you're looking to have branding for trade shows, for if you're on the go and you want to display your business, make sure to call the Trey Group. They have a fantastic showroom here at Carrollton. Definitely a lot of great setups, so make sure to check them out. But Darlene, how can they contact you if they have questions about your business and getting your products?
Well, my email address is darlenestark@att.net, and my phone is 817-229-5712.
Well, Darlene, thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Definitely learned a whole lot, and blessing to have you on board.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Trey.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's very nice of you to do it.
Absolutely. Well, we're just grateful to have people that share the same heart to empower entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs need to know that they can make it in whatever industry they are.
Right.
That they can make it. And there's people that have gone before them that want to share their knowledge and give back.
Well, the main thing is that they know what they want and they believe. They really believe in their dreams and they believe they can have it. You've got to really believe in it.
You do. So believe. Gotta believe in it. Well, thank you guys for being a part today. Make sure to check out next week. We've got a new industry influencer every week, but like and subscribe to check us out. But thank you all for being a part, and we will see y'all next week. Bye, guys.